I mean, I think that you looked at that even against USC. I mean, that kid is special. And to hold him to what we did, I think they started at the 13 or 14. Everything was inside the 20. I think it was 14, 16, and 18 on the 3 returns. I mean, that's a big-time returner. And then, obviously, when you go to Cal and they try and run the first kickoff back, and, we stifle them on like a 12-yard return, 13-yard return, and then they fair catch the rest of them. That says something to our kickoff team. That's a pride thing, and I think those guys, as the season goes on and injuries occur, that's the hardest thing with special teams, right? Is when depth gets thinner, guys get moved around and have to go play, more reps at different positions, so they may have to come off of a special team. So you're always trying to move pieces, right? And the biggest thing to be good is getting those consistent reps. And so, we talked about that long and hard today. If there's a guy, we had to replace a guy on kickoff. And, hey, you're stepping into an elite territory. That's the expectation. And so you have to continue to raise the bar. So when you step in, you step up. And I think those guys, you watch how they practiced today, was probably our best day. It's a sense of pride for them. And I think if we can continue to play at the level we have, it's going to be beneficial for our football team. But obviously the punt thing is something that we have to get fixed.
What are some of the things that you can do as a coach to give a new punter a softer landing jumping into it?
Yeah, well, I think there's several pieces to it, right? And again, we don't have all time in the world to tell you, but like here, I will tell you a few. Like one, it depends on the punter. Does he have the experience? Obviously that was the benefit of taking Josh Carlson as a 6-year senior, coaching the edges, right? I know I'm not going to spend as much time, whereas if I'm just coaching special teams, right, then I'm going to be able to spend a lot more time with the specialists. So a 6-year senior with the kicker, the snapper, you don't have to spend as much time. So again, it's going to depend on what's the experience of the punter. So that's the first thing. And then from there, what style of punter is he? Is he a directional punter? Is he a rugby punter? Is he a combo punter? And then from there, it's just modifying or tweaking the little techniques. A lot of the things that you see that we're doing right now is we're dropping our ball across our body. When you throw right-handed, right foot dominant, which our punter was, the natural drop is right to left. When I swing my leg, it's right to left. When I throw, my hand comes down to my left. It's right to left motion, right? So naturally, when I drop my ball, it's going to drop inside to the left. So I have to set my wrist and I have to set my elbow out just a little bit so that my ball stays in this plane right here, so that when I'm hitting that ball, I'm hitting it in the direction it needs to go. When it crosses, it's just like a golf swing, and I've seen yours. No, but you cross your body, right? It's not what you want. You've got to keep that thing straight. And so those are just a few things. And again, everyone is different. If we're talking rugby, where's the drop point? Because that ball changes. That drop point for a rugby punt is going to be vastly different than for a directional punter. And so those are all things that we have to look at and watch the film and correct them. It has to do with their wrist and how they hold the ball. Are they holding the ball too far in and hitting it fat? Are they slicing it? And all of that has to do with how they hold it in their drop. So there's a variety of things, and each punter is different. So it's just focusing on, hey, who's the guy? And then trying to give him a couple things. Hey, these are the things that you need to do, and then let him go play fast.